Irakli, I'm from Georgia. It's not a state, United States. It's a country located in the layer of a Soviet country. I'm came from here, from this lecturer, and my friend who translated Ashrava Gita to Georgia asked me that ask you this question. He cannot arrive here. I will read it. And please do. It seems that cognitions turn two into one. Before cognition, there is observer and object, and after cognition, there is unity of subject and the object. Therefore, one can say, I became what I understand, or I understand because my essence and the essence of the particular object was the same. From this perspective, there is not much difference between Indian dissolve into infinity and Western I think, therefore I exist. The question, do you perceive Advaita as something opposite Western philosophy where I is super important, or for your Advaita includes the Western views? It's clear?
Right. It's a very profound question, actually. I'll answer the question first and then go back to what was said as an introduction. It's a very important insight. So does Advaita, is it something profoundly different from Western views? Western views means there have been strands in ancient Western thought, strands of idealism in a philosophical sense, in ancient Greek thought, Parmenides, and then the Plotinus school, which are very, very, very non-dualistic. See, this non-dualistic insight, it's there in every religion. It's there in every religion. It's of course there in Hinduism, but it's also there in Buddhism, it's there in Jainism, it's there in Sikhism, it's there in Islam, it's there in Christianity, every religion, Judaism. I've got a book on Jewish non-duality, based entirely on Jewish sources, scriptural sources. So it's an insight, it's there in every religion, and that attests to the truth of it. However, the claim that we have, the special claim that we have in Vedanta, is that, I'm quoting Vivekananda, it's that perhaps the ancient Hindu came to it first, and also it is central in Hinduism. It is one of the primary paths of spirituality. Hinduism is a vast spectrum, but in that one of the primary paths is this non-dual path. Whereas in almost every other tradition except Mahayana Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, in every other religion, in every other culture in the world, it was sort of marginalized, pushed to the outliers. In Hinduism, it is central, and a full philosophy, methodology was developed over the centuries of justifying it rationally and providing a highway with clear steps and practices to attain to that insight. Not only that, for centuries and millennia, there have actually been a body of practitioners in Hinduism. Hundreds, if not thousands, of monks and lay people who have walked that path, and they are doing so in this day and age. So it's a well-frequented, broad highway, freeway in Hinduism. So that's it. That's my answer to the question. But let's go back to the initial sentences which this gentleman has written from Georgia, far off Georgia, not this Georgia. I'll just say a few sentences pointing to perhaps the most direct way of showing this non-duality, which I'm taking from what he has written. It goes like this. Notice this world. Start with the world. Step 1. Step 2 is, notice it's not a world by itself. It's a world in your experience. It's a world isn't that first we noticed? That it's a world in my experience. It's not a tree out there. It's a tree which I am seeing. Right now, that tree, you can't see it, you can see this. This one, this bouquet of flowers, this vase and the flowers here, which you can all see. 2 sentences. Sentence 1, it's a vase with flowers. Sentence 2, I am seeing a vase with flowers. Which is more correct? I am seeing a vase with flowers. It's not a vase with flowers in isolation of any subject. The subject is experiencing the object. Now, sentence 3. The seeing of the flowers. The flowers which I see are nothing apart from the seeing. What do I mean by that? Follow this carefully. If this step is clear, the next steps they're all very radical and stunning. This step should be clear. The flowers which you are seeing are nothing apart from your seeing. What do I mean by that? It's pretty simple and straightforward. Light is falling on the flowers and coming to your eyes. The flowers are not entering your eyes, thank God. If you have to call an ambulance, what happened? He saw a vase of flowers. Now practically blind. No. To the eyes, only light comes. Whether it's flowers or this shrine or the person next to you, whatever we see, the only thing that comes to the eyes is light. That's the only thing that the eyes are designed to accept from the world. By the time it comes to your experiences, see, even after the light, the next moment, it's no longer light. In the retina, it's an image. The next fraction of a second, it's tiny bits of electrical activity racing along your optic nerve to some brain center. Where is a flower? Where is a tiny bit of electricity? A flower, a tiny bit of electricity in your brain. And then finally, it's an experience of seeing. In your mind, in yourself, you having an experience of seeing. There is no flower there at all. There is no world there at all. There is no light there at all. In your brain, is it shining? No. Otherwise, you'd be like light rays will be emanating from every ear and pore of the body. No. In your experience, there is no flower. There is no light. There are no bursts of electricity, no retinas, no images. In your experience, there is only the seeing of the flower. And that seeing of the flower is pervaded through and through, illumined by you, the one consciousness. There's nothing distinct from consciousness in any conscious experience. Fourth statement. Let me go through the statements. The conclusion is stunning. World, vase of flowers. Statement 1. Statement 2. No. It's a vase of flowers. I am seeing the vase of flowers. That's more accurate. Statement 3. The flowers are nothing apart from the seeing. And statement 4. The seeing is nothing apart from consciousness. That is Advaita. You have it there.
Become Swami Vivekananda's messenger. Share the video with 3 or 4 friends.
Some